we have added. And with it, you can create some really interesting, new, unique styles of deformations to your drawings. So let's have a look. So as you know, when you're working with Harmony, you have access to your curve deformers, as you see here on our character's scarf. When I try to deform this with my curve deformer, you can notice that some of the drawings will crack or fracture based on the deformation that I am trying to achieve. Our new shape-aware deformer will allow you to deform drawings such as these with a lot more precision. You can set them up the same way that you would with a freeform deformer, but the algorithm is a bit different in terms of how the deformation mesh is generated. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to unplug my first rig and plug in my new character rig with my shape-aware deformer that has been applied to the scarf. As you can see, we have 4 points, and if I generate or show my deformation mesh, we can see that the area of influence of the different points are localized and will fade into the other neighboring points. I can now use this to create some really nice deformation, manipulating each individual point without having much effect on the neighboring points of the artwork. The shape-aware deformer really respects the boundaries of the artwork that you have created. You can also use all of the different modes of the shape-aware deformer on the same drawing. You have access to points, bones, and cages. So let's have a look at that. So here we have a drawing of an alligator or crocodile. We can see that we have our bone shape-aware deformer, our cage shape-aware deformer, and our point shape-aware deformer. I can move the end of the tail using my point very easily. I can use my cage to deform the body or torso of my alligator, and even use the bones to deform the mouth or jaw of my alligator. So you can see that I can use all of the different modes of the shape-aware deformer on my drawing. This new shape-aware deformer is very versatile, giving you a lot more room to be creative with your deformations of your drawings. If you want to read up on the new shape-aware deformer, please visit our website, www.docs.toonboom.com. Thanks so much for watching. Hi, my name is Alex, and I'll be taking you through some of the new features that we've added to Harmony 24. In this video, we'll be looking at our new port filtering option. So let's have a look. So here with our scene, we have several different characters, but we're going to be focusing on our screen right character, Ralph here. Now, when you're working within Harmony, you can, of course, apply different compositing effects to your character's rig, and we'll be looking at those with our new port filtering option. So let's go into our character's rig. So we're going to go into our character's rig. As you can see, we have a group of our comp setup, and we can now label the out port and filter that information down through our cables into a composite and out of our character's rig group. Here we can see that we have our import labeled with the same comp with effects name. We can click here to open up our menu, and we can see that we have the inverted option selected. Let's see what happens when we deselect it. Give it a second to render. And as you can see, we have all of the effects visible now on our character. This is just one of the uses of the new port filtering within Harmony 24. I can also utilize the option to specify specific areas of my character's rig to apply other compositing effects. So we'll use one from our library. We'll find our library, and we'll drag our color curve TPL into the node view, and we'll connect it to our rig and to our composite. Now, of course, by doing so, we have applied that new color curve node to the entire rig itself. But using the port filters, we can apply it just to the character's bag. To do so, we need to right-click, choose port names, add filter to imports, and now I can see a list of all of the outports that we've tagged within the character's rig group. We're going to select bag comp, click here once again to add another one, and we're going to add bag straps comp. And of course, if you look at the render now, it does not look right. So we're going to click once again and choose our matte mode. Give it a second to render. And there we have it. Now you can see that it has been applied to just the bag of our character. This is just one way that we can utilize the port filtering option within Harmony 24. But of course, you can also use it if you're rigging to use specific elements from your character's rig to cut different elements or apply different compositing effects to them. If you wish to read up on the new port filtering feature, please visit our website, www.docs.toonboom.com. Thanks for watching. Hello, my name is Alex, and I'll be taking you through some of the new features of Harmony 24. In this video, we'll be looking at the ways we have improved the 3D animation process within Harmony, as well as the ability to work more effectively with 2D artwork on rotated 3D surfaces. So let's have a look at these two new features. So we're going to play this scene. As you can see, we have several different elements within this scene. We have our 2D animated character, we have a 3D animated character, and we have a set of fair gates which were modeled in 3D as well. Now, if you select your transform tool and go to your tool properties, you'll notice that we now have a new icon, the bone selection mode. We can turn this on and select our 3D character, and we can now see that we can visualize the 3D bone armature within our character and actually utilize it to repose or reanimate our 3D models within Harmony. This is a great new feature, as you can now reanimate or repose your 3D models within Harmony without actually having to leave the software. We've also improved our drawing tools, allowing you a more effective way to work with 2D assets on your 3D rotated layers. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to hide my characters and focus in on our fair gates. In previous versions of the software, you would need to go into your drawing tab to make any edits to your 2D assets on your 3D surfaces, and then come back to your camera view to make sure that everything looks right. Now with Harmony 24, you can do all of this from within your camera view. So I'm going to select my drawing. And as you can see in our drawing substitution window, we have several different options of drawings that we can choose from. I'm actually going to update this first drawing here. From within my camera view, I can grab my select tool, select my artwork, and delete it. And now I'll use my stamp tool, and we have a nice crack stamp here, which I've imported, and I'm going to use this to add a stamp to my surface. So I can simply click, and there we have a new stamp added to my drawing. And if I swap between my keyframes, we can see how that stamp tool will reorient itself based on the rotation of the 3D surface. These are just some of the new ways that you can work with 3D within Harmony 24. If you wish to read up more on these new features, please visit www.docs.toonboom.com. Thanks for watching.